I don't want kids as soon as I thought I did. Sorry, I'm just kind of like real giddy and excited because I just watched Zendaya win an Emmy and I could cry. She is incredible. I know this is unrelated, but go watch Euphoria right now. You don't even know me and I'm just like attacking you. Go watch Euphoria! It's so good, you won't regret it, honestly. Oh, that girl! She so deserves it. Anyway, so this is a good hype me up moment. I'm ready for this video. Yeah, get me doing it. Hi, I'm Kylie. I am an au pair. Obviously, that would be a bit weird if I was on this channel and I wasn't an au pair. Yeah, Au Pair of Paris have asked me to make a video for you all. And what it's about is what I have learned since being an au pair. Now, let me preface this by saying I am no expert in the slightest. I have only been an au pair for like 1 year, 2 families. But I'm just going to give you what's in my brain. I've been with this current family almost 9 months. I'm leaving next month, which is a long time with a stranger in their house. I've learned a lot, and my other family was only 3 months, but I also learned a lot there, so I'm going to get straight into it. A little reminder before I forget, like and subscribe to this channel. So yeah, keep watching. First, I'm starting on kind of a sad note, but this au pairing has made me realise I don't want kids as soon as I thought I did. I've grown up loving children. I just think they're the cutest, adorable little beans. I want to be a children's nurse. After I do all this, I'm going back to study and I'm very maternal. I've literally had a baby name list in my phone that I update very frequently. Since I was like 10, I get very into it. I can literally spend hours watching videos of names. And I've always just been like, I'm gonna have them young, I'm 20 now. And I think that's the thing, you reach 20 and I'm like, I'm very young, I would not be ready for kids and the hardships they bring to your life in a few years. I know I said that's sad, but that's a good thing because it's made me realise it's a lot. I'm still discovering who I am, who I want to be. There's so many things you go through, like late teens, early adulthood, you know, figuring shit out. Life is complicated, life is confusing, and life is overwhelming sometimes, and throwing kids in the mix. Just think of all the things you can't do, like just do all these spontaneous trips and be an idiot and make mistakes. I know a lot of people being au pairs are very young, this might not be of a concern to you, but I don't know, it just puts into perspective how great it is to be independent and just have yourself to look after. Eventually, like, I'm excited to have kids, it hasn't put me off, it's made me realise there are struggles I'm going to face and there's guilt and stress and what if my kids are annoying? Kids are a handful. Second one on the list is each job is so different. No family is the same. I know that's kind of a given. No person, no kid is the same. But when you're doing a job like this, you really can't anticipate what's going to happen. Sorry, what is that on my face? The moment you walk in, you just don't know what you're gonna get. It is a scary thing because you're putting yourself into a situation that you may have been through 7 families before this. You may have been au pairing for years and years, but you can't tell what the kids' personalities are gonna be like and the way they're gonna react to you. My Italian kids just did not like me. At the same time, it's a very adaptable job. You realise this doesn't work for me in this family, I'm gonna avoid that next time. It's kind of like, what do you call it? Where you make people. Genetic engineering, where you can literally choose what traits you'd like in your job or what age there. You can literally be so picky about it because there's just hundreds of families searching. And yeah, it's so adaptable. So if you come to a family where you realise those hours really didn't work for me, that many children didn't work for me, whatever, you can take that with you to the next one. So I think over time you will get the best out of it because the first one I can't say is going to be incredible. You make it what you make it, and also you do have a level of freedom in that sense. If you're not happy with your family, just make your travelling and seeing amazing places and I don't know, spend your money like there's no tomorrow. You can't let it dwell on you, but yeah, you'll learn each time. I think will just get better and better, and you'll find families that suit you a bit more if you know what to look for and you learn from your mistakes. I don't know, maybe a lot of people wouldn't like that. It's not a very predictable job. You just don't know what you're going to be thrown into, but that's also very exciting that you don't know what's going to come, and it could be the best, it could be the worst, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next point actually because that kind of links. My third is it's a make or break situation. / it's a game of luck. Spin the wheel. What you gonna get? But you win more than the lottery. I'm not saying you're automatically gonna lose. No matter how much research you do and how much you try to plan it, you're never gonna know how you're gonna fit in that mold of that family structure. until you get there. It's kind of like what I did at uni, where I didn't like my uni, but I put hours and months into researching and thought, I have found the perfect uni for me. I'm going to have the best time of my life. And that's not what happened. It really isn't. I don't regret any of it, and I feel like that's how you've got to view your family. It's just life, you know. Things go wrong, and it teaches you valuable skills. Now I'm taking a couple of gap years. I'm having the time of my life, seeing the world. So uni went wrong, bring it. It was destined. So glad it happened. And I'm just coming to embrace that, really, as an au pair. Don't dwell too much on figuring out the perfect family, because honestly, what is that? Like, be comfortable. Obviously, when you do all these interviews, like, make sure you feel comfortable and everything suits you. They're never going to show you their worst sides. You're not going to know everything about them. They're going to portray the best image, like everyone does in a job interview or writing their CV. They're going to just give you the highlights, so you'll go into it thinking, this is going to be spectacular. Have that in mind as well, like, this is what you make it. Things aren't going to be perfect, and that's okay. Okay, next point is communication is key. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be like verbal communication, also like
non-verbal.
But I've found it's really helped with this family to have like a rota, like a timetable with the chores, so you can just like tick it off as you go through the day and just have it there as like a little tool to refer back to. Like, if, I don't know, they're running late for your lunch, or they forget when you're supposed to finish, you can just be like, oh, like on the board it says this. It just gives you that extra security safety blanket that like you're doing the right thing. Yeah, with my first family it was kind of just word of mouth. They were pretty reliable. Everything they say we did kind of stick to. But even with this family, like, there's been days where I've woken up and they've been like, can you work at this time, because they've been too lazy to fill it out. And it really does make a difference with how like I feel about the week. Be able to see what I'm doing, be able to plan events around it. It's nice to have that structure to it, like a normal job, you know. You don't just want to feel like you're just turning up and that's it. Next point is maybe kind of obvious to all you like care workers out there. It's a lot more exhausting than I expected. Children are hard, not only physically but mentally, especially when they're at an age like mine are, where it's like 4 to 6, and they just know how to either try and get away with stuff or just don't cooperate. Like, you kind of just get in the mindset of like, an adult wouldn't do this. So yeah, mentally it's exhausting, and I've kind of felt at times that I've been wrong for me to do nothing in the day. My kid I look after, he's a proper homebody and he loves just being inside. I actually find that really hard to deal with. The time goes really slow, and I also just feel like laggy all day. I do like washing up to like stimulate my brain. The days when we go out and go to the beach and go to the park and have a fun-packed day, I feel like I've achieved more. Because when I do nothing, I know he's enjoying it. He's perfectly content doing nothing, but I feel like I'm just a waste of space and not doing my job right. And that can be exhausting. Overthinking. Let me know in the comments if that happens to you. You get more exhausted when you're just kind of like meandering around the house with no kind of purpose because your kid doesn't really want to do much. This is a big statement, but it's the best and cheapest way to travel. Obviously, I haven't done everything and I can't talk for everybody, but in my experience, it's great. Like, you have a permanent place to stay. When COVID happened, lots of people lost their jobs and I was still earning money and I was still safe in a home and had food to eat. Especially when you can choose where you live. Like, if you're in a big city, you're just so close to everything and it's a great way to travel. If you want to be in the countryside, the outback of Australia, and you want to live on a farm, do it. If you want to be right smack bang in Sydney, experiencing the nightlife and the social life, there's limitless possibilities and you are in control of what happens. There's always jobs available, there's always families looking. Like, it's in literally every country as well, especially Europe. It's such a popular thing to do. You can choose exactly where you want to go. That's just amazing, I think. And you want to travel and you don't have abundance of money to spend. It's a great shout. Privacy can be an issue, and privacy is very important. When you're an au pair, you kind of lose your privacy. Most of the time, you just have a room, you have a bathroom, especially if you're in a house kind of like I am now. My first family, they were literally like rich on like a villa, so I had kind of a whole level to myself, so it felt like I had that separation. But most of the time, you don't have that ability to distinguish, this is my space, I leave work and I exit. You know, you close a door and there's a wall. That's not really enough. Me in the future, I want to be a live-out au pair, so I just want a separate apartment or just something separate, just to feel like I'm my own person. I can have people over and I can do stuff. Really important when you can just hear kids screaming in the morning or being put to bed and you're worrying about how loud you're speaking. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about that. It's like you've never left work when it's literally a door away and you have to join them for like dinner and everything. Like, it's kind of one of the cons of au pairing, I think. You need to stand your ground. You can say no. Like, it's not bad to be able to say no. And that's the problem with me, is that I kind of just say yes to absolutely everything. Like, yeah, sure. And I don't even like think about it. Take the time. if they offer a new wage to you, if they offer new hours thing, just be like, can I just consider this? Can I consult with myself in my room? You know, that's perfectly fine to do that. Why this has been an issue for me is that I always feel like I owe them something. You're living in their house, they offer you their food, you're in their space, and you kind of feel like you're an intruder at times. But at the end of the day, just remember that is the agreement. You don't owe them anything. Stand your ground, because you're your own boss in this situation, you know? Get the best thing for you. Don't let them take advantage of you, because I've seen that happen and it's really sad, and I look on it and I'm like, that's so annoying, and I understand why it's hard to get out of that. So from the get-go, just establish that, like, I am a mature woman, I know what I want, I've written all these regulations down, and this is how it's going to go, and we can just talk about it and get that level of relationship with your host family so it doesn't dwindle over time and they find ways to get out of you what you want and don't give you what you deserve. So that's it. I really hope you have enjoyed watching this. I think I've got everything. Actually, yeah, one sec. Look, he's a dog. I think he's gonna miss me, and I'm gonna miss him. And he's all gonna go. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you to Au Pair Paris. I wish I would have discovered this channel sooner. Like when I was the first becoming an au pair, this would have been so useful. People to go to give advice and their little top tips. So I hope I've been that for you, and I hope I've given you something. Maybe something. 1 point might have been okay. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. And good night. Goodbye. Au revoir. Ciao. My Italian there. And goodbye for the Bobby. And goodbye. Have a good day. Bye. Over and out. Woo, woo, woo. It really is a weird job. I'm very grateful for it. Goodbye. Yeah. So even though I need to just leave. I need to leave. I need to walk out. Okay. Bye. Just the way it is. Live and you learn it again and again so we get it right. Here's what I've been up to today. This is me. Oh fuck, I'm in the way. I know I look very attractive. You got a foot amputated right there. Au pair life. Woo!